One time, Russell brought to me the idea of putting some trash in a bottle. We had the laughs in the first days. There were some skeptics. We are like crazy doing this. This could be the beginning of something seemingly impossible to do in the first conceptualization. That kind of thing to happen in Mountain Province, this is really something. And the surprising thing is you didn't have to force the community to open its mind to the fact that, hey, we can do something about our trash.
I remember the first time packing the bricks with the Ginaang group. We went to the dirtiest place in Ginaang, to the garbage pit. We packed the bricks, and I remember telling you guys that what was important wasn't the brick that you packed, but the example that you were setting to everybody else by packing a brick. And when we were packing, you remember the jeeps that came by and everyone was staring at us like, who are those crazy people playing in the garbage pit? So, but you see what has happened from that day that we worked together is the pictures that were taken, they were put on the Saijin site, they were put onto Facebook, and then Sir Joel saw them, and other people saw them, and then Sir Joel got really excited, and then Sir Joel went to talk to the mayor and to the Bumarva, and now all of Bontoc is cleaning up the garbage because of what you guys started. So that's pretty amazing. That's really amazing. We might not be done the library yet, but it's an amazing example of what happens when you set an example for other people. And now, you know, it's taking off in Bontoc. Already so many people are doing it. And so much less garbage is going to the river. And we have these amazing bricks that we can build things with.
We called it Garbology 101. The students were taking in trash from shop to shop, gathering materials that are supposed to be thrown in the garbage. And it just so happened that I am with the municipal mayor's office, and we have a problem in this town because the Court of Appeals has made a decision that we're supposed to close the dump site. And so all of this came into one connection. I put it on Facebook. When we had this meeting on the Waste Management Committee, meaning it's province-wide, I shared, why don't we try this way to manage our waste by helping Ginaang Elementary School with the library or inspiration center? And there were two in the audience who got it. I mean, one of them is the president of the Bontoc Market Vendors Association, and the other one is a high school teacher at Mountain Province General Comprehensive High School. And so they got their students, in the high school they got their students to do some brick bottles. But and the other one, the Bontoc Market Vendors, all of the stall owners there, during their slack time, when no one's buying, everybody's doing it, and there, the whole thing just came into one big connection.
Kasi per stall dapat mag-submit ng ganito. Per Saturday, they have to submit. Makilo talagang half kilo sana. Half kilo. Pag hindi half kilo, sasauli namin. Dito yata ang solusyon ng kaputi. Kaputi ba? Kaputi ang tawag namin dito kasi ito talaga ang problema.
I saw them doing this. All of them were sitting down and then doing this when we were about to eat. I saw the vendor just sitting down, not minding us. So, ano ba yung sinabi ko sa isip ko? Ano ba yung pinagkakaabalahan mo? Hindi yung customer mo. Saka iniwan yung ginagawa niya, saka inasikaso muna kami. And then I thought of bringing that idea in school. And so we started this March only when I saw them. And then
Days pa lang, araw pa lang.
Yes, araw pa lang yan. The main purpose sana is to have a few garbage coming from the school, because we are contributory also to the garbage problem going down at the Chico River. That's why I told our kids to collect every trash that they can see inside the school, and then place it inside the bottles.
One of the teacher in TLE required bricks. The minimum will be 5. So actually, each student finished already more than 5.
How many bottles are we looking at? Looking at the required bottles and the total population of at least the high school.
Around 1,000. If each student is going to submit a minimum of 5. And we plan that it will be a continuing activity next June, when we enter next June.
How much trash fits into one bottle, do you think?
A lot of plastic waste actually, because the bricks has to be hard.
Could you tell me some stories that it shows us that this simple concept, which doesn't cost any money, is actually working?
Yeah, okay. When we started that, we noticed that there were lesser plastic that are being scattered within the school compound, because when they started working on it, of course they were not ready with a lot of waste to put it in the plastic. What do you call that? Plastic
bottle.
Yeah, plastic bottles of soft drinks. So they have to go around, and even to the extent of going to get again the waste that they have thrown it into the compost pit, which we usually go after it is full. They core it. So some of them actually went there to get some of the plastic that can be taken back from the compost pit.
For St. Mary's School, garbage is really our problem. It has been a problem that is difficult to solve, taking into consideration that we come up with segregation of waste, but it's not being followed. But last February, when they introduced the bottle bricks, some of our students joined in the collection of garbage. So somewhat they became excited in doing the project in school. So in order for us to be able to do it, and in order for the students to be able to, do it at home, for those who violate minor rules in school, instead of going to school to work for 3 hours, for example, somebody who is late needs to work for 3 hours on a Saturday. Some students don't like going to school on Saturdays to work. So they have the option to submit at least 3 bottles. 3 bottles stuffed with non-biodegradable materials, or go to school and work. For those whose cell phones are confiscated, because cell phones are not allowed in school, they're also required they have 3 options: work for 40 hours in school, and then the other option is to pay 500 pesos, but it has to come out from their pocket, not from their parents. And the third one, which they told me after the brick bottles were introduced, is to submit brick bottles. So I told them at first, how many brick bottles will you submit? And they said 40, but I know that's very impractical, so I reduced it to 10.
It has become a community passion. The one thing that made it appealing to most of us here in the community is that at least there's one solution to our garbage problem in the community. And the more important thing there is those who do it, it's some kind of therapeutic. To be like watching TV and putting some trash into these bottles and knowing that they're helping saving the environment.
Those 30 bricks that we made at the garbage pit out in Ginaang, 30 bricks, but then those 30 bricks have now turned into 1,000 bricks, right? And then they're going to turn into another 1,000 very soon, and more, and that's all because of, the first bricks we made and the example that we set. If you imagine that 10 years from now, or 20 years from now, the impact.
In the 1980s, we only had a cow-driven cart to pick up the garbage of Bontoc. It was only one cart, and he could haul the garbage of Bontoc. And we could not see any dump even with that. But now with increasing processed foods or packaging, in the 1980s, life changed drastically because of the coming of 24 hours electricity. So with refrigerators, of course they had frozen foods, ice cream, ice, candy, and other frozen foods, including meat. In the past, it was only dried. This electrification was part of globalization. People were convinced to produce. Commercial feeds were very available, egg production. So all those, I think, happened almost the same time. With the proliferation of natural foods, then of course we expect change in the disease patterns also of Bontoc. There was deterioration of the health of us Igorots. They were indigenous peoples and were supposed to be very healthy. We are known to be very sturdy and strong. But now our people are having strokes, are dying early, and that's really very clearly not indigenous.
It's hard to imagine what the future goal that we really want all of this to be, right? I mean, it could be anything. It could be cleaning up the river in Bontoc. It could be having Bontoc and Mountain Province be the example for the entire world for how to manage waste. We want to work towards a waste management consciousness and system that everyone is passionate about. There are no more bottle bricks that could be packed. So it's really just about understanding that the goal is not to pack bottles and keep filling things with trash and building things out of them and being creative. The goal is to never have to pack another bottle again.
Visibly, we also already have a Smoky Mountain right beside our Chico River, which is the lifeblood of people in Bontoc and even the people downstream, to a point that Kalinga is already suing Mountain Province. So it has come to a point that it seems hopeless. And then came the bottle bricks. Yes, so I think that's the solution. The bottle bricks, wow, we recovered and we got hope. We have hope now that with the bottle bricks, we can manage our garbage. But then we should not look at it just as that, as putting our garbage into the bottle, and it solves our problem, because as I said, diseases we are now having lifestyle diseases, so we have to minimize those garbage, whether it's garbage food, the garbage packaging. So it's actually our campaign, that we campaign for a holistic, healthy lifestyle.
For a long time, we had been working together to find ways to do something for the environment. This activity that we're doing now, turning trash into bricks into something that's beautiful, integrating all the arts and the construction and building things, is really something that is making us all excited to come together and bringing these students to help, because the Supreme Student Government and the Supreme Pupil Government is the umbrella organization in all the elementary and secondary schools. So if the officers catch into this, then for sure, if they implement it in their school, then we will really reach that time that we will say it's a zero waste management.
So with regards to the school library project, which is to be built now, it is to be a model. It is made out of waste materials, let us say plastic bottles or any wrappers that is non-biodegradable, which can also solve the waste materials that are scattered in the community and also to the other part of Bontoc. It can be a solution to waste.
Having the Ginaang project is really getting even our schools division superintendent excited that it will be a showcase of getting people together to work for a cause.
So the Bayanihan system in our place, it is what you call Ub-Ub-Fu. The community treasured this very much, and it is still going on in this community for the good of the community.
Zero waste is an Igorot trait. It's ayaw in Igorot. So this is, we should be reclaiming this value.